item is local artist Nathan Swain has a proposal for the walls of the Gassy. Okay.
I'm going to pass these around. These are photo simulations of what I'm proposing. I'm Nathan Swain. I'm a resident of the North End. I've lived in the North End for 12 years on Salem Street. I'm an artist. I started doing public art about 4 years ago, a little 3.5, 4 years ago. My background's landscape architecture. I designed a few parks in Boston and went to school for landscape architecture. I'm very passionate about Boston parks and about our North End parks especially. I'm the president of the Friends of the North End Parks. I'm very passionate about the Greenway parks and all the parks within the North End. The Gassy, as you all know, has been renovated last year with a new wall and a new playground. I just learned recently that the Prince Street Garage is working on painting the whole side of that garage this year. They've painted the three other sides, but they're now going to finish painting the rest of the garage this year. Pretty much the same color, which is it's like a brick red. They have to do a lot of work with the concrete, and they're going to take down the steel grates that are over the windows. And I would like to make a contribution to paint the flight walls, which are also like a fire engine red. They've been painted over the years to cover up graffiti that has been painted on those walls over the years. The paint is about like a 1/4 inch thick from all the layers of paint, and there's patchy different colors. I'm only painting the walls that are painted. I'm not going to paint any unpainted walls. Any brick walls that are unpainted, I'm going to leave alone. I'm going to leave alone the Italian flag that's painted. That's I'm not touching that. Just the walls that are painted, going up the flights. I'm working with the garage owner to collaborate with what they're doing with the garage versus what I'm doing. I know there's 2 giant bricked up windows on the top uppermost flights that I'm going to ask what the future of those are. If they're going to unbrick them, open them up, or I could propose painting those to look like windows, like I've done on the power station, or anything. I figured this project would take about 2 months to paint. I would definitely be willing to have volunteers help me, like maybe children, school children, or any residents. I'm definitely going to need some help. I always like to be collaborative. What my intention is to make it somewhat match the Snow Hill wall, which is this beautiful granite wall that was recently sandblasted and redone. It's really beautiful, and I sort of envision a sort of continuation of that sort of beautiful wall, and then I also would love to push for better lighting in that space at night. I know we asked for that and we've been ignored, and everyone wonders why there's a lot of sketchy activity going on at night, and that's the main reason basically. So I'm going to be pushing for that as well, and I think we all should be pushing for that. I also am going to be pushing for other improvements in the flights, because it's a space that has a lot of potential. I have ideas like maybe synthetic turf on the first flight, and then we could do all sorts of things. And it would be great to get an open discussion in the neighborhood to talk about all the potential possibilities of this unused and underutilized space that we have in the North End. I know 3 summers ago, my friends and I put an art show together on the flights 2 times. 3 summers ago. It was a really great event. It gathered a lot of neighborhood people, and we could program the space for different things. I know people have brought up the idea of putting some exercise equipment up there, maybe a dog park. There's all sorts of great ideas that we should really be looking at. the space. Thinking about it.
Okay, then if you made a proposal to the parks department?
Yes, yes. I proposed to the Boston Arts Commission, and I got approval from the Arts Commission. I'm now seeking approval from the Parks Department, and they're asking an approval from NEWRA and Munich, a letter of approval before they give approval. Once I get a letter of approval from NEWRA, they will approve. Because I have approval from the Arts Commission, they will approve the letter of approval from NEWRA.
The approval is for design review by the community, right?
Yes.
Jason?
Is there a cost to this, and
Yes.
where are you getting your funds?
The cost is around $4,000, and I'm going to do a fundraising through a website called Kickstarter. I'm not familiar with it. I'm going to put a video together showing my proposal, and anyone from around the world can donate to this website, and basically have a time frame to reach a certain goal. And once you reach 100%, you get the funds. Anything less, it starts from scratch. But you can actually go above and beyond your goal. And so I'm gonna propose. It's gonna be about $4,000 a year.
So would the parks department have to spend any money also?
No.
No?
It's anyone can contribute to this. And any extra funding I get, I'm just gonna put towards more home guard and more beautification.
Todd, will you be posting on Matt's, so we know where to donate?
Yes.
That was my question.
John, you
How do you see, what's your schedule, your timeline? Is that something you hope to do this summer? or
Yes, I'm gonna
next year?
start it in the spring, and I figure it's gonna take about 2 months to paint. I have a job at the moment, driving. I got a new job driving tour trolleys, so I drive the tour trolley, so it's new and exciting. But it's only 4 days a week, and the other 4 days I'm gonna be doing all sorts of other things. So
which trolleys?
the upper deck, the big zoom.
So the 8 days a week?
There are. The Beatles.
They,
The flight, the top of the flight
yes.
used to be, at one time was the highest point in the North End. I guess there was also a windmill up there because it was the highest point. And all of that soil was taken out of there back in the 1820s or 30s to create North Washington Street, Bullfinch Triangle, even maybe Endicott Street. That was all water created by gouging out a big hill that was once in the Gassy. So it would be cool if a future project could be a mural that would depict the history of that site, including the history of why we call it the Gassy, which was that humongous natural gas tank that was there from the late 1800s to the 1920s or so.
Yeah, at the bottom of the hill, there's a white wall to the right of the Italian flag. It's painted white. It's on the wall between the garage and the park. And that wall, I was thinking, would be a great wall for sort of a historical mural. I know the rest of the wall, I want to just kind of blend in and make it sort of look normal. Sort of stone and whatever. But I would definitely be open to doing a historical mural at the bottom of the park.
When do you need the letters from NEWRA? What's your schedule for that? And are you proposing to present more information for those votes, or are you seeking those votes at this time?
Yeah, well, I'm trying desperately to meet with the garage owners. I've been talking to Jamie, who manages the garage. He's been trying to schedule a meeting for me. Jamie showed them these photo simulations, and they're totally open to the idea. I want to collaborate because they have this whole project of painting the whole side of that garage. It's going to be a big project, and I want to make sure we're all in collaboration with my project and their project.
Does the plan to come back to NEWRA at some point, or is it starting this spring?
Yeah,
Or
this
are you
spring.
looking for a vote?
I'd like to get it approved as soon as possible, because I need to send that to Congress.
Can we vote tonight?
Sure. I just hope everybody saw it. Where's the other one? The graffiti. So this is what it actually looks like now, right?
Yes.
plain red wall with a lot of graffiti just scratched out in black, and this is exactly what you'd like to make?
Yeah, a stone wall with some lines, similar to the Snow Hill wall, granite. Maybe that's a little bit more colorful stone, but the Snow Hill wall is something between granite and something like that.
And the garage would be paid for by the way.
Yes.
Another question?
I have a quick question. Nathan, I think it looks beautiful, the mural. My question is, as we see on what it currently is and the history of graffiti there, do you intend on maintaining the mural if something were to happen with your funding?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone were to tag it, I would paint it over the tag.
Dave?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, in your budget about the 4,000, there's actually these clear coatings you can put on the paint to help so you can get the graffiti off easier instead of having to
Yeah,
paint
that's a
over.
really good idea.
But you mentioned how there's a lot of layers of paint already on there.
Yeah.
The paint you're gonna use, is that compatible, or will it be a problem for it to stick and to stay?
Part
and not
part of the
peel off?
budget, I'm gonna have to prep the wall.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of bubbling going on with the paint, and I'm gonna make sure that's all scraped off and smoothed out to a certain extent. So it's gonna take a bit to prep the wall. And
That's, so when you're talking about the 4,000, that's not just for paint?
yeah, it's prep
That's
as well.
including all the preliminary and then something to try to protect.
It's a lot of surface area between the two walls on the two flights. And there's actually a few portions on the lower section as well. There's about half unpainted that I'm not touching. And then there's some on the left and right that are painted that are.
And this paint will last for quite a while? It
Yes.
won't fade too bad or anything?
Yeah, the paint they have nowadays really is very durable, and the technology they use for it.
Because the sun hits that, so it'll last, that's good. Thank you.
Have you looked into graffiti busters to help you maybe sandblast the walls, something like that?
I haven't, but I'll definitely think about
Get
that.
off enough.
First of all, I want you to thank you for doing this and for doing it so inexpensively. And second of all, going back to what Dave Kubiak suggested about a history up at the top sometime in the future, should include something about the Brinks robbery, it seems to me.
Yeah. I know at
With
the,
the little ladder.
those windows, I was actually, David mentioned about a year ago when I came up with this idea about maybe a scene looking through the windows and some guys about to rob the bank or something.
They'll love that in the garage.
Okay, well, we might take a preliminary vote just to see if we have support. We got some 28 people going.
What is it exactly that you need the name to support the reform? Can we be clear?
I just need a letter of support for this mural to give to the Parks Department so they can then support it. Because they won't support it.
Support you to paint a mural on that wall.
Okay, the yellow ballot, you can either search your support or 28 for and 1 against. So. I just want to say, our next meeting is on Valentine's Day, so if you're not doing something, please come here and we'll have something for you.